In this video we're going to be fitting the Maxxis Crossit Pro tyres to my Honda CRF 250L. Right, okay, so I've got Paul here with me from the Wickenbrook Motorcycle Club. He's already fitted these tyres to his own bike. So he's going to give me a lift with mine, get the job done, and hopefully he'll give me some tips and tricks along the way. So let's get into it. Alright?
Okay, because we're in the luxury of Phil's garage, we've got a nice stand. I've got some wood to keep the wheel the right height, so it just makes the job easier. I've got a 19, a 24 and a screwdriver to get the spindle out. I'm going to push the wheel right forward, top off the chain, spin the wheel around, get the chain off, and there she comes. Now we've got the wheel out, we need to break the bead on the tyre. Now if you're out on the trail, you can always pop it off with a side stand of another bike, like Phil's just about to show you.
Okay, so we're just going to pull the side stand onto the tyre and pop the bead off the ring.
Before we put this tyre back on, we're going to add a tyre grip, so it grips onto the old tyre and we can run at lower pressures.
Okay, so we're just going to put the new tyre on the rim now. Have we got any tips and tricks for this, Paul, or is it just brute force and ignorance?
Brute force and ignorance usually.
Pretty much like everything we do.
When you put your lube on, make sure you get a lot on the inside of the tyre. People think it's the outside, but you want it on the inside. I don't know whether you put one of these CRF back wheels in before, but they are an absolute pain in the arse.
Right, okay, why?
Well, what happens, you put the spacers in,
yeah,
and if you're on your own, you're trying to line the wheel up, get the pin through, and one spacer will fall out, then you've got to get the brake caliper in the way, in the right position,
okay,
and all this in the chain as well. So, a little tip, if you make a dummy shaft out of a piece of hose pipe.
Oh, piece of hose, yeah.
Yeah. It's just about the right length, so it doesn't protrude outside the spacers, and that will hold those spacers in place.
Alright, I see. So when you push the axle through, that's going to...
It's going to help. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's going to help.
But the spindle's going to push that tube out?
The spindle will push the tube out as we go in.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? So we'll give it a go.
Righto.
Starting with putting the chain back on. Watch your fingers with this one. The blocks of wood are keeping it roughly the right height. So there's the chain back on. The next should be able to get the caliper in now on the disc. Make sure the spacer keeps in, even though there's a dummy shaft in there. Yeah, that's all good. It's just a question now of lining it all up. The shaft, spindle, axle, whatever you like to call it. So once everything's all lined up, should push the dummy shaft out with a bit of wiggling. Just seems to make life a bit easier.
Perfect.
A little bit up that side. There we go.
So there we go, that's the wheel nut tightened up. Obviously we adjusted the chain tension. We've got the rim lock in there just to stop that tyre rotating when we're running at low pressure off-road. So
two Maxxis tyres fitted now, front and rear. should be a lot better off road.
Yeah, and how do you find them on road? You've had them on your bike for a while now. Are they okay?
Yeah, they're not too bad on road really. You know, it's a compromise obviously, but yeah, they're quite a soft tyre, so they work quite well on road.
Yeah, good.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, and what sort of mileage would you expect to get out of these?
I think I've probably had about 5,000 miles out of a set of these.
Oh, that
Probably
isn't
around
bad,
that.
because what, we were on 3,500 on the original tyres, and they were worn
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah, they're good value tyre. I think they take some beating for people like us who just want to have a little bit of fun.
if you found the video helpful, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.